Well, hey, man. What's up, everybody? What is going on, honey? What is up? We're about to talk about Ladies Who List. We just had a great live over, talking about Ready to Love. If y'all people not watching Ladies Who List, I need them to start watching, okay? So how are we going to get the people to start watching, y'all? Okay? Let me know. Are you guys sharing the reviews? Are you sharing? Sharing is caring, okay? Are you sharing the word? Are you sharing the trailer and stuff? Okay, let me see what's going on over here. Oh, y'all know what? I always like to make sure that I share my live on Twitter as well so people know that we live. So let me do that real quick. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry if I'm running behind just a little bit. But I did just get off a live, right? So, yeah. Are we still feeling Crystal or are we not feeling Crystal? How we feeling about her? Y'all gotta let me know. I'm not feeling Crystal. I'm still not feeling her. I'm still not featuring Miss Girl. Give me 1 second here, honey. All right. Oh, I need to put the other one. There we go. I'm never feeling Crystal. Okay, she's manipulative and I'm not feeling her at all. I fell off Crystal's wagon real quick. Woo! Woo! Okay, y'all. I feel like, okay. Crystal's a fake friend, the type to use you up. Then spill all your bit. And see, that was the thing for me. Yep, that's D. That's the thing for me, D. It was the fact that she kind of sat around and continued to discuss her friend with other folks that she know ain't featuring her friend. I said, oh, BIT. I'm like, Robin, draw the line. Draw the line, okay? Draw the line. Okay, we don't need to be friends with her. Not right, not now. She's gonna have to learn some things, but we're gonna talk about it. I really like this show, but I hate seeing people go up on others. I do not like fake Crystal, okay? On should be paying commentators like you and ladies of the Ladies First panel. Listen. Girl, you know they ain't gonna do that. You know they're not paying the rent. Oh, what's up, Natalia? What's up, Miss Gucci Diva? What's going on? Alana, Danielle, Donna, Lelam, Sam, K.A. What's up, y'all? What's up, Antoinette and Tasia? Hey, Jamie, the last caller on the other live made me want to get Tubi to watch you. Yeah, go ahead and check it out. I believe Tubi is a free app, So, yeah, you can go ahead and check it out. It's there whenever you're ready, honey. What's up, Candace and Sasha? Okay, I fell off Crystal. Oh, no, I read it, T. I read it. Thanks for calling in, too, on the last live, T. I appreciate you. Thank you. What's up, Cam K? Not a fan of her. She's fake and she's mean. And she likes to twist stories, y'all. I hated it. So let's go ahead and talk about some things because, they're still arguing, right? They're still arguing. And at this point, Miss Robin is getting ready to leave out of the location. She like, I can't deal. Okay, so we pick up where the argument left off between Crystal and Robin. Tiana tells her to stop telling Rob she's triggered. I said, Tiana, I knew I was gonna like you, girl. It was something about Tiana. I knew I was gonna like her. And I was here for Tiana for checking Crystal in that moment, okay? Crystal tells Ty, no, girl, you need to stay out of it, girl. That's my friend. You don't even know her. Like, you need to stay out of it. That's my best friend. But just because she don't know her don't mean that she can't call a thing and call you out when you're wrong because you're wrong. Okay. You won't want nobody to continue to say that if you're mad and they be like, oh, you're mad. Sit down. You're mad. Calm down. You won't want nobody saying that to you. So cut it out. So Robin feels like Crystal is trying to humiliate her. I said, girl, knock. Who's there? You. Come on. Come to the front door. Okay. Crystal been trying to humiliate you since what? Damn near the first episode. Crystal been trying to, make you look foolish from the moment whenever y'all sat down in her office and you had that idea that you wanted to pitch and she had to make sure she let you know where you are. She had to make sure that you were in a certain place and you know where your place is and your place is underneath her because you don't deal well with friends. Yeah, no. Okay, but also she don't really like you for real is what I get. Crystal don't really like Robin for real, but she likes aspects of Robin, and she has certain things about Robin that she admires, which is why she tries to keep Robin close enough so that she can like keep her eyes on her. She also likes the fact that Robin sends her money over her way to keep that law firm open. Okay, and she's a real estate attorney or whatever. So she don't really like that girl for real, but she definitely rocks with Robin based on the benefit of what it gives her. That's just what I think. Crystal keeps telling Tiana to mind her business because she doesn't know her. Crystal says that she is being triggered by Tiana hopping into it and telling her what to do. She says, but you were, she says, I feel triggered by Tiana hopping into the conversation and, you know, and telling me what it is that I should do. And she doesn't know anything, but I just feel like you was just hopping into conversations, Crystal. When Robin was trying to talk to Q, here you go adding your 2 cents. She told you to be quiet because whatever you did add your 2 cents, it wasn't in defense of her. Then we turn around and you got Kyra coming at her. Okay. And to this day, we have not gotten a clear understanding as to why you two unfollowed Kyra. We haven't gotten that. All right. So you jumped into that. You didn't have your friends back. So now you see somebody else having your friends back. Now you see how it feels from Robin's end. Right. And you didn't like that. What else? Crystal says Robin she's always upset. I feel a way about that comment, y'all. She's always upset. Is she, or do you be pissing her off and then it cause her to get upset? Like, is she always mad? Is she always upset? Or is it you? You know what I'm saying? What else? Crystal then goes on to tell Tiana to be quiet. She says that she isn't easy upsettable. This is what Crystal say. I'm not easy upsettable. I'm like, but you're easy to get other people upset though. Oh, okay. So then Tiana stands up in her bodysuit looking as good as she want to do with all this little shimmery glitter or whatever she had going on. I said, you better stand up, girl, looking good. She was finna stand up and go, though. Okay. She says that she was finna go and tells Crystal that she has issues, too. I like Tiana. She not finna sugarcoat with you. Love it. Okay. So Tiana tells her, Tiana says you have issues, too. Stop trying to make it seem like it's just Robin when you got problems as well. Loved it. Loved it down to the ground, honey. Loved it. Is it just me or did Kyra not check Crystal about the unfollow as well? Where was the same energy? Exactly. And then did y'all catch, and we're going to talk about it, how Crystal tried to flip that moment when it came to the unfollow situation. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Hey, everybody over here on TikTok, we're over here on YouTube. So if you'd like to be a part of the conversation, feel free to join us over here. The link is in the bio. What else? I don't understand Kyra. She pressed at Robin for unfollowing her, but not Crystal, even though she unfollowed her as well. Just fake. See, Kyra thought she had a friend in Tiana. So when she saw Tiana going up against Robin, she felt like she would too do the same thing. That's just whack. I don't understand. I think I read that one. Robin needs to learn her triggers and take deep breaths like Sequoia did with Creed. Don't give Crystal or anyone power over you. I can agree with that. In my day, we just stopped being friends. Right. Looks like we all are not feeling Crystal. And what's her name? The other childish one. The child of the show is Kyra. Kyra is the kid. If that's who you're referring to. Kyra is the child. Crystal does things to rile Robin up, so she will act a fool, and then Crystal can be like, see how she do? Right. And the whole sit down she had with the therapist was bogus for me, but let's keep going. So Tiana goes out to speak with Robin and says that she would never come at her like that. I would never trigger you like that. Tiffany says that Crystal wasn't empathizing with Robin, and she thinks that Crystal was being dismissive of Robin's mental health issues. She was being dismissive. And it's crazy because a lot of people don't understand, you know, and it's sad because it's kind of like it's Crystal's fault, but it's some part of me feel like it's not because Crystal doesn't have much mental health issues as Robin. It's like her behavior doesn't make sense to her. She comes off like, I mean, why are you acting like that? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I can't explain it, but she just doesn't understand her friend Robin. She doesn't understand what she's going through. Crystal says something at a later time, like, I always knew what Robin was going through with her family. You know, I always knew that was there, but I didn't know. And I said, no, you knew, but you never considered it. It's like, it's one thing for you to be a friend to somebody, and it's like you don't know how to really relate because you've never been in that space, or you haven't been in that space in such a long time. But then it's another thing to just write it off and not even consider it or try to understand where they come from when they respond and act to you in the way that they do. Especially if you're going to continue to be friends. I just feel like the compromising shouldn't just be on Robin to get her mental together. The compromise should also be on Crystal as to how she handles her friend and be delicate in certain situations. But that's just what I think. What else? Yeah, so Crystal goes on to tell Q that she hated that Tiana chimes in again, but you can chime in whenever you want. But when somebody else wants to chime in and defend, they can't. Is that right? Yeah, I didn't like that. Now she want to speak on this woman being her best friend. I just feel like y'all don't really know each other. I mean, y'all not know, but y'all don't really like each other. That's what it's get. Either one of y'all, if not both of y'all don't like each other, one of y'all don't. And I feel like, Crystal, you don't really like Robin for real. You just around her for the benefit. What else? So Q says that she wants Robin to calm down before they talk. I'm like, Q, shut up. Because, see, you over here acting like Robin was over here getting defensive with you. And that's not even the case. So for you to be like, I want her to calm down before we talk and have a conversation. It wasn't her energy that she brought wasn't even you. So cut it out. What else did she say? Kyra, yeah, so Kyra took off her shoes because she thought Robin was going to come for her. And I said, the fact that you took off your shoes because you thought Robin was going to come for you shows just how much of a child you really are. Because none of them other grown women took off their shoes. Okay, not even Crystal, who said she got hit or whatever. She didn't even take off her shoes, but you felt the need to take off yours. Girl, if your feet was hurting, just say that. Okay. What else? I feel like Kyra, for me, is going to be intolerable this season. And this is her first season, and my first season watching her. So I think she's going to be intolerable. We're going to see how that plays. You know, maybe she'll change my mind, but right now she's going to be intolerable for me. Crystal says that she didn't know she and Rob even had a thing. This is when Crystal tries to flip the situation when it came down to the unfollow. Instead of addressing why she unfollowed her. Right. And Kyra, you were sad, too, because you didn't tell her why you were upset with her, too, for unfollowing you. And then Crystal tried to flip this whole situation by saying, you know, I knew about Tiana. I knew about Tiana and Robin, but I didn't know about you and Robin. Like, girl. And then trying to absolve herself like she ain't have nothing, like I didn't do anything or whatever. It gave me... I want to continue to be messy, and I want to continue to have some additional enemies against Robin in case me and Robin don't be friends no more. Okay. And I just felt the way about Crystal just not explaining her part. I'm like, girl, tell your part. Let's focus on that. Okay. You should, instead of it being, I didn't know you and Robin had an issue. It should have said, I didn't know you and I had an issue, you know, but let me explain to you why I did unfollow. Right? She made sure to make the conversation to continue to be about Robin. So Crystal says that she didn't know. No, we read this. So Kyra says that she wanted to clear the air with Robin before they started doing business. But then she says that Robin wanted to go off. No, ma'am, that's not what happened. You went off immediately out the gate, and you insulted this woman by referring to her as old. So Robin didn't go off. You did. And that's what I hate. And that's just what kills me when I be watching some of these shows. It be like people be reacting to the bullshit of what y'all do, but then y'all be trying to make it seem like they're off the handle and they're wrong for how they responded to the bullshit. I'm like, girl, that makes no sense. That's what y'all don't be understanding. This woman is responding. She didn't lead with that energy. She didn't lead with that energy with nobody. Tiana brought that energy to her. She handled it the best way that she could. She even apologized to this woman. Could have been a much better apology, I will say. But she wasn't trying to give no smoke to Q like Q was trying to give it to her. And then you over here who thought you had a friend, you decided to give her that smoke, and she wasn't trying to even give you that. she was taken aback because it was like, girl, we doing all this over unfollow, girl. If it's that big, girl, let me get my phone and just let me follow you back. See, I'm following you. Are you happy now? Like, what else do you want? We're talking about a follow. Okay, and then you started to insult her, so she went back at you. It was what it was. It was a response. So there's that. What else? Okay. So Crystal tells them about Robin having it rough when she grew up. So she was like, she had a really rough life or whatever when she grew up, you know. And Kyra says, so, you know, I had a rough life too. My mom been through this, and we had to live in cars, and I only had to eat crackers and this, you know, all night and all that. We've had our other stuff too, right? So she says it's not an excuse. And although I agree, number one, she was responding to you. She didn't lead with that energy. She was responding to you. But with you saying that you understand and you know that everybody has had a hard life, then why wouldn't you be sympathetic to what she got going on? Because even though everybody has hard lives or hard lives, they manage it differently. Whereas some people have went through some traumatic stuff and it may not affect them as much, whereas others, it might. You know, like you might go through a whole lot more stuff. It might have affected you a lot more. Like you don't seem like you don't show that energy like you got mental health issues. So if she's telling you, or at least she's being vocal about her mental health, because a lot of people don't really talk about this stuff, but she's being vocal about it. The fact that she's being vocal about where she's been in her headspace lately, like that should have been enough for you to at least want to sympathize with her. But maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know. What else? Tiana says that if she can't control herself personally, then she can't control herself in a business. And I kind of disagree with that a little bit. Because I feel like, well, business has been working well for her up until this point. So like, so I feel like she's been battling with these issues and she's been managing it the best way that she can. And business is continuing to be successful for her. So why are you trying to put that off on her? Then Crystal starts crying. I said, I don't give a fuck about these tears that you over here crying about. I do not care. You can save them, put them in a bottle, because I don't care. Then she said, I don't know where it came from. I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? What do you mean you don't know where it came from when this woman just felt the way about you the other day, then called you out about your lackluster apology that you tried to give her? Then you were sitting over here laughing in her face. And yes, you've been trying to humiliate her. So for you to be like, you don't know where it's coming from, you do know. You do know where it's coming from. Crystal goes to yoga. She tries to get her mind right. You can tell that she gets very emotional while she's there. Robin says that, not Crystal goes to yoga, but Robin goes to yoga. Robin says that she has been crossed by the women in her family, her actual blood family in her past. And she says that women haven't always been a safe space for her. And I feel like she kind of yearns to have that type of relationship because she never had it in her past. So I could see her continuing to try even when she has failed to have good female relationships. Let me see what you guys are over here talking about. Crystal, go cry to your mammy. Good night. Good day and good night. Crystal, victim tears were giving Karen energy. Crystal can keep her tattoo tears, right? Being abandoned by your parent at 16 and pregnant is different. And your parent actually sticking with you and being by your side is way different. That is very true. Very, very true, I feel. Crystal got the SHI started before Robin got there. Such a waste of time with those shiny legs. A hot mess. Do better. Good luck. Okay, I believe Kyra was pumped up and influenced by Tiana and Crystal, who were talking trash about Robin before they met. So Kyra, being young, got influenced and popped off like some high school-ish, and also did not respond or say anything to Crystal about unfollowing her. Isn't the point to grow old? Nowadays, you're lucky if you make it to Robin's age and look that good. She's only 48, but still, that is the goal. Okay, that's the point, to grow old, Jai. What exactly is Robin apologizing for? When did she apologize? Oh, you talking about when Crystal said that she needed an apology from Robin? No, ma'am. I don't know what for. Crystal, Kyra, and Tiana are mean girls, period. So sad. Robin came in on her grown businesswoman to talk these great minds to come together. Hashtag comeback group. Right, the comeback group, they attacked her. Right. when Crystal did the same exact thing. And I feel like Crystal was on the edge of her seat waiting for this to happen. I do. I feel like she was waiting for this to happen. Because she also didn't seem like she fully believed in it, even though she said she believed in it, because she also was giving her a bit of apprehension when she was talking to her about the business thing. Because whenever Robin kept saying, I want you to be a part, Crystal kept telling her, what she said, I think I can help. I think I can help. Like, she wasn't saying it like I'm going to be a part, but she was saying it like, I think I can help out. I can do a little something, meaning I'll give you an inch. So if y'all happen to carry this thing a mile and it really starts doing good, and I see that there is a benefit in it for me, then I'm going to go ahead and join in on that. Right? See, Crystal gives me opportunist vibes. She's an opportunist. She only rocks with people off of the benefit that it gives her. So I don't think a lot of her connections be genuine, but we're gonna see. We're only on the 3rd or 4th episode, so we'll see how this gonna play out for her. Q's beef is weak. If you didn't like what happened, say something or just take a note and handle your business. Agree. Let's keep going because I want to get to that part about Q and that sit down that she had with Robin, because we did a lot of talking, but we didn't get to the point. I was in a depression last year and deep in grief, and I wasn't showing it because no one seemed to care. I understand that. I definitely understand that. Robin needs to be careful who she tells she has mental health issues with, because they can later on use it against her in a negative way. I agree, Candace, and I think that she should shelter a lot of the things that she tells people. Yeah, I mean, I really can connect with how Robin and this friendship is going, because once I start, I think my only issue is not leaving friendships sooner. So what I would do in friendships, I would make notes and then I would withdraw. So I would start withholding information more and more and more and more, because I see how you rock, but then I still like certain aspects of you or like hanging out with you or whatever like that. But when it comes to certain delicate things, I know I'm not going to share that with you based on how you like perceive it and how you resurface it at a later time to try and sun me or some shit like that. And then, it results in a loss of a friendship. But I think as I grow and get older, it's just certain things I'm just not on, nip that shit in the bud. Like, I already see how this going because I've already been down this road. So if I start to withdraw information from you, it ain't even no point in being friends, because then you're going to feel a way about feeling left out. Yeah, people unfollow people every day, B. It's not the end of the world. It's really not. It's really not. But let's keep going. All right. So where are we with Tiana and her husband? Okay, so she tells her husband about the dinner and how she loved Robin's idea, but still isn't over how she did her when it came to her trying to do business with Robin, right? The prior year. So Tiana, to me, full of shit. Tiana, you're cute, but you're full of shit to me, okay? And maybe I'll change my mind on that too. But how I'm feeling in this moment, you're full of shit. Talking about after she realized Robin has mental health issues, she says that she decided to table the conversation for the moment because she was trying to be considerate of what she was going through mentally. Girl, bye. No, it took somebody else to tell you to table the conversation for you to say that you will table the conversation. But in all honesty, you wholeheartedly don't give a damn. So there's that. What else we got? Q then goes on to tell her husband about Kyra and Robin getting into it. Q then says that she's always liked Robin. Yeah, she says, I've always liked Robin or whatever. But my thing is, you always like Robin, but the moment that you did not get what it is that you want, because Robin is also thinking in the best interest of her business, then it becomes a problem. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe you don't like her like you say. It's business. You wanted a favor, Q. Exactly. I'm side-eyeing Tiana because she's not keeping it 100. Tiana and Crystal only out for themselves. Agreed. If a person tells you that they have mental health issues when arguing with them, then you don't continue to argue. Right. And then if that person goes off and do something to themselves, you probably gonna feel guilty. Like, dang, I wish I would have never said, or I wish I would have, Robin also cannot go around putting her hands on people. That she cannot do. Crystal doesn't. Crystal does need to stop acting like she doesn't understand why Robin was mad at her. Agreed. And I don't know who said it earlier, but basically, I feel like it was Kay. They basically said that Robin needs to figure out a better way to respond to things that may, quote unquote, trigger her. She does. And if that means getting up, walking away, get up and walk away. So I'm hoping she does link up with the therapist that Tiffany has for her so she can better handle these situations and just moonwalk herself. You know what I'm saying? Just like scoot on out and go do some other, like, you know, like I'm good, like I'm fine. Just like when we talked about Ready to Love with the Shiloh situation. Like, I know me, if somebody pissed me off, I'm gonna go the fuck off, right? Or I'm just not gonna say nothing. I've grown to a place where I'm like, I can show you better than I can tell you. And then I just be like, okay, noted, and I don't say nothing else. Bondi says Kiana did a live on her YouTube explaining $500 per contract was a lie. But Kiana still comes off like she wants to have an issue with Robin. What's up, Bondi? You know what? I don't believe nothing Kiana is talking about because I've had other realtors come into my live and tell me that they actually charge up to like $1,500, I believe, $1,200, $1,500 on that. So I'm not hearing nothing. If that lady would have charged her $100 per each one, Kiana would have got mad. She would have been mad, girl, because again, I feel like she was looking for a favor at the end of the day. I don't think Robin realized she hit Crystal. I think it was a lot going on in the moment. She probably didn't. It could have been a lot, or she could have, or she did, one or the other. But some part of me feel like I want to apologize to this about a motherfucking thing, because when it was your turn to apologize to me, BIT, you laughed and you played in my face. And then you gave me a terrible apology saying, I'm sorry if you felt that way. So imagine me tapping you and then you want an apology. And I say, well, I'm sorry if you felt like I hit you. I'm sorry if you felt that way. What else is going on? She wouldn't have liked it. So that's why I feel like don't apologize to her brisket heady. Don't apologize to that woman. Let her do what you're going to. What else we got? So Tiana and Tiffany. So they meet with a client, right? They meet with this client who's looking to put his penthouse on the market, right? Now, I don't want to hear no conversations about people saying, I want to see more listings. I want to see more sales. I want to see more real estate. I want to see more, like, I don't want to, because that's what they're giving you. They did the same thing on Selling Tampa, yet y'all found a reason to complain. Like, everything they list, that's a part of real estate. Real estate isn't always selling stuff, okay? Real estate is listing things being on the market for 2 years. Hey, Portia, how are you? Hey, Simon, how are you? That house had been sitting on the market for like 2 years before it was purchased, okay? That's what real estate is. So if they're going to examine a listing and interacting with a client and stuff, that is all a part of real estate, okay? It's not just, oh, this property sold. Oh, we got to sell over here. It's not always that, okay? We already saw a close of the first home on the first episode. So we know they're making deals and stuff. What else is going on? So they meet with the client. He's trying to sell this penthouse or whatever. They then talk about, after they talk to him, because she's going to get a chance to look at it. Then they're going to, then they ended up talking about like the collaboration. Girl, I said the same thing. As long as I see it, I don't care if they sell it. Exactly. Because that's all a part of real estate. I want to know if Kiana does things for free for associates. I bet you she don't. Good question. I don't know. I don't know. And let me find out if she do. That'll be interesting. I agree. This show is giving the perfect balances: listings, showings, closing, lawyers. All of it is giving. Okay, there we are. Yes, girl, that penthouse was the bomb. I was like, what is that over here in Midtown? That thing, it was great. So yeah, they talk about the collaboration dinner. Tiana thinks that Crystal should have been neutral, but she was actually provoking. I said it was either Tiana or Tiffany, one of the two. But either way, I was clapping my hands because somebody got it right. And what I love is when I'm watching the show and I see it from the outside point of view, whereas these ladies are actually in the actual internally, okay, experiencing the show, and they are experiencing it exactly how I'm seeing it. I love it because I'm not crazy in my thoughts. Okay, so that's exactly how it came off, and they had a front row seat to the madness and already knew what was going on. So anybody that tries to say that Crystal wasn't doing that, them ladies confirmed. Those ladies were neutral. They didn't have a dog in the fight. Now, the only reason Kiana and Kyra is siding probably with Crystal, if that's what they choose to do, is because they have an issue with Robin. And what I'm going to love to see, Robin and Kiana make up prayerfully, and then we're going to see where that fits you in, Kyra, and how you're going to feel even more outside of the circle because of an unfollow. on Instagram. Now they finna unfollow your ass in business. So we'll see how that's gonna play out. Tiffany wants to connect with Robin, you know, because she wants to let her know that you got my support. You got a team here. I've been where you are. So we definitely need to connect. And I think that's gonna be great for her when you can have somebody that can relate to you on that level. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like nobody wants to feel stupid or any kind of way when they're going through stuff. Like, they're human, you know. So anyway, girl, let me just keep going. So I'm glad she found a friend, and I hope that this friendship she forms with Tiffany is going to be much better than what she has with Crystal. And I hope in this moment that Robin learns how to respond to her friends. Okay, let's get to Crystal and this fake therapy that she gave. All right, she says she tells her therapist about her friend Robin, and then lies and says how she was trying to have her back when she was being attacked. Now, why are you lying? Why are you lying? And see, this is where you go deeper down the hole for me, little rabbit, because I just, you lying. Oh, girl, you didn't even have her back. You wasn't thinking of having her back. You were enjoying the fact that these ladies were coming for her. And let me tell you, even if Robin would not have given the reaction she gave, Crystal would have continued to play the middle person, not the neutral, but the middle person. Talking to Robin, seeing how she feel, getting her thoughts and chit chat, then going over there talking to Tiana and Kyra, getting their thoughts, chit chatting, and doing exactly what she did earlier, which was talking about her friend. So I can't deal. Okay. What you mean, Bondi? So you saw the attack? Because I ain't see one. I only saw the attack that came on, I saw the attack that came on Miss Robin, but I ain't see nothing coming on Miss Crystal. So it sounded like what she was saying with the attack, that she was trying to be supportive of Robin when Robin was being attacked. Yes. I think I figured out what you were saying. Yes, it was, it seems like she was trying to say that she was being more supportive of Robin when Robin was being attacked. And she saw the attack the whole time. Absolutely. She was acting like she didn't see Robin. Exactly. She was acting like that. And that's why I was glad when Robin cussed her out. When she came over there talking about, so Rob, you're triggered. Girl, get out my face. You let this woman disrespect me, talk about how old I am, say all this other stuff to me, and then now you want to try and come over here and have a conversation. Girl, go sit down. Oh, girl, y'all, I hope they have a reunion, y'all. I hope they got to have a reunion. Don't give me no BS Ready to Love reunion, girl. They gonna have to give me a Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion. Okay, producers, we're telling you now. Okay, we gonna need a Love and Marriage Huntsville type of reunion. All right. So we're gonna have to dig into some things. That means we need somebody that's been actually watching the show. So if you gotta pull one of your producers out that's been waiting their whole life to be a host, that could be a good one, pull them out because they've been present to all things on camera and behind for sure. Yeah. I just want to put it out there because, you know, they be watching the reviews sometimes, honey. I just want them to know. Don't give us no Ready to Love or we want Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? And I'm sure Carlos probably watched the show. Who knows? So if y'all need to go ahead and pay him a cute little penny for him to come on over, then do what you need to do. What else we got? Okay, so she tells the therapist, she tells her that she's owed an apology. Like, no, ma'am, I'm sorry. I wouldn't, even if I did tap you, girl, I wouldn't even apologize. Like, girl, you have tried me more than one time since we've been on camera, and you're supposed to be my best friend. But you want to keep floating around and telling people how we best friend. Girl, you're not my best friend. Girl, cut it out. No, I'm not giving you no apology. And if that's the case, we both owe each other apology. Because you let these thoughts come for me. And you were supposed to be the neutral party sitting back. Why do I have these women that don't even know me? They have my back. How is that? But if nobody else out here know about my mental health issues and the struggle that I've been through with my life, you do. If nobody else know, you do. And you also know what I've been through the past year or so, especially with the pandemic. Let's be honest about that. And not one time did you show up for me. Girl, I'm not apologizing about anything. What else? Crystal says that she's never knew how her childhood really affected her. She says that she knew, but she didn't know. She didn't know. And I said, you did know, but you never considered it. That's what the issue was, right? Because you don't experience the mental health issues and anxiety and the things that she go through, you don't understand it. And because you don't understand it, you treat her the way that you do. And you probably actually high-key think that everything that she does is a bit weird when it's not weird. It's really just her coping with her issues, right? So do you really know your friend? No, because you don't like her. Girl, she was in therapy talking about she just she just now knowing how bad Robin. Exactly. Why are you lying? Exactly. Like, why are you lying? She was lying, girl. I wish Robin would have punched Crystal in the effing face and told that BIT, we are done as friends. Girl, not punched her in the face. I don't think she did anything. But I just think that she could have just went her own separate way. Okay, Crystal don't even trust to understand. She doesn't even try to understand. 1000% agree. But you know what? I told y'all her sister already told her in conversation that she says things that can be condescending. And that's what she do. And I hate it. I don't believe that she say either, Bondi. I don't believe her. Them tears, I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. I can't. Oh, I hope they have a reunion. Thank you so much, Keys, for the super chat. That's how you treat your best friend, shaking my head. Exactly. No sympathy, no sympathizing, no understanding. And they've been friends for like 5 years now? That's lame. Why does it seem like Crystal never actually talks to Robin outside of work? I don't know. Look, D, that's why you said, why are you talking about Robin on your therapy session? It's because she was triggered. That's why she's talking about Robin, because she was triggered. Condescending Crystal. Is that her new name? Condescending Crystal? Not Marathon Blue saying that Crystal is the Kenya of the show. No, I disagree. No, not the Kenya of the show. I feel like Kenya early day. Well, we gonna see, because y'all know I have been liking Kenya, but we gonna see what she give this in the next season. But early day Kenya, hell yes. Hell yes. That is too damn funny to me. As stated, yeah, she needs to feel Robin. What she needs to feel Robin is beneath her in order to feel good about herself. I believe that. Crystal is that girl in school that thinks she's better but gets her beat during a fight. Okay. Crystal's that person that probably lacked confidence and security within themselves. And they get a kick out of being in a position that's better than some of their friends. That's why they got to keep you neat, close to them, but underneath them. For sure. What else we got? So Robin, let me see. Oh yeah, I just put that in caps. So Crystal told her therapist about Robin hitting her, and I just made a note that Robin, you old enough, okay? I know you mad, but girl, you old enough to keep your hands to yourself, okay? Anyway, so then Kyra, we see Kyra shows B Simone a new home. I actually love this home way better than the last one that she showed, okay? So she kind of redeemed herself a bit, okay, with knowing some real estate information. So I said, okay, come on, Alexis out of training, honey. Definitely giving Alexis fresh out of training, so we'll take it. Let's get to Tiffany and Robin, okay? So they legit showed up as twins. I said, not y'all wearing the same skirt and damn near the same shirt. Okay, they're going to be real good friends, y'all. So they speak on the incident, of course, and Tiffany says that she felt like Robin was being attacked. Tiffany says that that when she mentioned that she has a mental instability, she says that she thinks that she needed some grace, okay? Because she too knows, what that feels like. What else? Robin says seeing Tiff stand up for her made her look at her own bestie in a different light. I said, I bet it did. Tiffany opens up about her own anxiety and mental challenges. I'm glad that Robin is making new friends. I hope this will be a much better friendship, as I already said earlier, between she and Miss Girl, Tiffany. Okay, so later on we can see Tiana with this client, baby. The penthouse looks great, upstairs, downstairs. I think he said they renovated it. I think a lot of the choices that they made when they renovated it made it look much bigger, even though it's really a tighter spot. He was saying. So I think it looks good. It's only 1,948 square feet. It got 3 balconies. The home looks really good. But when it came down to like how much the property should go for, she said 1.5 million, and he said, oh, you can forget it. So I don't know if they settled on another number, but she already did research on the comps in the area. Now, yeah, you've done your upgrades and everything, but the comps in the area are likely showing that the penthouses and things like this probably aren't selling for as much. So maybe she could try to go 2 million, 2.1, and let people negotiate all the way down to see. So I do hope that they revisit this client because I want to see what they decided on. So hopefully they bring that situation back. And whether or not she gonna list the property for him too. But that man said, girl, I put a lot of work into this, okay? But what I'm not gonna do is just sell it for no 1.5 million. But I also think that he's looking for a New Yorker because number one, a New Yorker, you know, a lot of their spaces in New York be tight as fuck. Okay, so they are going to be okay with a space like this. And two, New York often pays a lot of money for smaller spaces. So I think that he was basing his thoughts on somebody from New York that accepts these type of, you know, smaller spaces for a higher price. But that may not always be the case. You may not get nobody like that. But okay, good luck. What else we got? So Kiana and Robin. So we get to the Kiana and Robin of it all, honey. So Kiana tells her that she was going to mention it and let it go. Okay, lies. You were not going to mention nothing and let it go. What? I think I put QU fakes this or whatever. But anywho, she was not going to do that. Thomas, I was just going to mention it and let it go. No, you weren't. You've been holding on to it this long. So you mentioning it. You weren't going to let anything go. So you over here lying because your whole plan was to hear her out. And whatever she said behind it, you weren't going to be open and receptive to it. You already said the answer was going to be no. You said nobody moving to Atlanta for small spaces. I would hope not. I wouldn't come from no New York moving down here to Atlanta paying all that money for that space. No, ma'am. And not for that money when you can go and get that house that portion them just got. That's a big old house for damn near the same amount of money. Yeah, no, I'm not. How much you think that's going to go for? Not that tiny space. No, ma'am. Not when I can get a house. Girl, please. Not what I think is out there in Buckhead or something like that. Girl, bye. No, ma'am. I can get a whole house. I done came from living up there in the cold in this tight space, and you think I'm gonna come down here and buy this home off the view? I'm not gonna buy this house just based on the view. No, ma'am. I disagree. So yeah, what else? Okay, yeah, so I call Q fake, y'all. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry to see Q is not being authentic. Q felt like Robin was dismissive of the situation. Robin says that she was caught off guard and she didn't know how to respond, okay? Robin went into defense mode. I definitely believe she did go into defense mode. She didn't know nothing about it. Because after she gave you a quote, you ain't say nothing else. You ain't even tell her whether you had an issue or what the issue was. So what was Robin supposed to do? What else? Robin says that she was sorry and she said she was willing to do whatever. And then what else happened? Oh, yeah. I was saying that I don't think that Robin was being dismissive of the things that Q was saying, but I do think that it was Q's experience that made it seem like that. What else? Robin says, no. So I loved how Robin called Q out for discounting her apology when she said, well, girl, I did apologize to you, though. But you kind of like discounted my apology. And then that's when Q says, oh, I mean, well, maybe it was how I was feeling. I said, you absolutely right, because that's exactly what I was thinking. It was how you was experiencing it. It was how you was feeling, girl. So you wasn't trying to hear nothing she said anyway. What else? Q apologizes to Robin. But Q, I felt like cut the SHI, stop lying on this woman, okay? I'm sorry, not lying on her, but stop lying on how she apologized because she tried to make it seem like her apology was extremely nonchalant, like she didn't care. Even though Q went on to apologize and she said, I feel like this is how your apology should have rolled off, but your apology didn't, it came off like this. Now, granted, I do think that her apology could have been better, but don't be trying to make it seem like it was just like disrespectful, girl. Anyway, so this was the thing for me at the end of the episode. I felt like we did a whole lot of talking about the situation, but not talking about the situation. I want to know what happened, okay? I hear it from Kiana's side, but I've never heard the words come out of Robin's side. So as they end the episode, it kind of like came up that they were going to talk about the situation. Like, I just want to know, what was the expectation? That's what I'm trying to get to. Kiana, if you came to Robin for her to hold your properties, what was your expectation? Let's talk about that. Robin, I wanted Robin to say, well, when you came to me, This is what I was going through. I wanted to say, are y'all seeing what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about the situation on a broader scale, but we're not pinpointing certain things. Like, let's talk about the actual situation. I'm like, because Robert, do you truly know what you're apologizing for? Because it's like y'all kind of going around it. What else? Coming up on next week's episode, we can see that Crystal is showing herself to be more shady. All right, because she's going to try and snatch up some of Tiffany's deals. And then also we see that Kyra is confirming herself to be more of a child in an insecure woman's body. So that's pretty much everything that was going on the episode. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. So I think that's why Robin brought up her mental health, because of how Q framed the problem she had with her. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Yeah, she definitely mentioned that because she said she was going through a lot of stuff. Q has what? Where is it? Q has some trauma behind this. Maybe she couldn't afford it at the time. Probably not. I wish they would talk about it more so we can get the actual details. Yeah, Q is fake. She says it all about business, but she's definitely taking it personally, right? Tiana came with clear intentions on being a jerk, period. Q is fake at the pitch dinner. Q framed the problem as, Robin, you weren't there for me when I needed you, and not about the price of holding the listings. Come on. And that's what I'm saying. That's where we talk about the broader thing, right? You weren't there when I needed you, but then I want to get into the specifics. Okay, when I came to you with these listings, girl, you charged me and I wasn't expecting that. So before Robin fully apologizes, I want her to know what she's apologizing for. Seeing like most of the girls teamed up to come to Robin with the BS. It's backfiring because it makes all of them look bad. I bet it do. People love to think their homes are worth more than they actually are. They do. And some of these homes are getting priced as more than what they actually are. I feel like the house portion of them guy, I feel like that was a bit too high. Like I didn't think that the home actually was worth that, but I feel like they charged them a lot based on the location. You in the Buckhead area, okay? So yeah, you're gonna pay more, whether that's for rent or whatever. It's like they charge people off of the location, which I think is so unfair, versus the quality of the home. And that's just not like the homes in real estate. Like I think about like apartments and stuff, right? When I've seen apartments, I'd be like, man, them apartments like raggedy, like not raggedy, but they've just been old. And you could tell that they haven't had any upgrades. But how it works in Georgia, and I'm sure a lot of other places, they go off of these market rates or something. So you can go into a home today, or what's today? Sunday. You could probably go in there today, get a price of like $1,000, but then go back in there on Wednesday and it's $1,300, which is dumb as hell for the same home. And and then a lot of the prices go up, especially if like 5 miles up, if that, they build a new apartment complex and their prices are competitive. Then the old apartments that's been there for 10 years or so that haven't upgraded anything feel the need to raise their prices to compete with these people when you can't compete. It's definitely giving. Do you fix anything in this mother? Okay. Do you pay any bills in this? When's the last time y'all had an upgrade? Okay. It's definitely giving me that type of energy. And I hate it. I hate it so much. It's so unfair how they do people. But don't want to bring up other folks' minimum wage and stuff so they can exist in this world, girl. I can't. That's a whole other conversation, girl. This is a scheme that Todd set up to come to Robin with the BS from the other women, honey. I thought that Atlanta properties were a lot lower in cost than other cities. These condos that Kyra keeps showing BSMR all over $500,000. Is that normal? I don't know, girl. Look, there go my girl. There go my girl. Luxury is key realtor. She can answer that question, honey. Okay, I thought that Atlanta properties were a lot lower in cost than other cities. Let me scroll up, girl. In other cities, these condos that Kyra keeps showing BSMR are all over $500,000. Is that normal? I don't know. I don't know if they're making up a price for TV or what's happening. I don't know if it's normal, girl. Luxury is Key says, I need the GA Real Estate Commission to chime in on how an agent is trying. Is trying what? It's trying your way. I need a GA Real Estate Commission to chime in on how an agent is trying. What you mean? Both of them are in business. So why Q didn't think Why she didn't think she had to do what she had to do. I don't know. That's what I don't understand. I mean, even it seemed like her husband was willing to excuse her for her actions, But he also said, I thought she would have did it off the strength of me. But then he said it was also business, so I don't understand. Not Q audition for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Just wanted to mention, when did she do that? For this coming season? Maybe it was a few years ago before she secured this spot. Q too prideful to say she needed her to hold them for free. Probably so. Agreed. I'm confused about what was wrong that Robin did to Tiana. From what others have been saying off the show, what Robin quoted seemed to be on the lower end. Exactly. But then she gonna go over here and get on her social media platform and say that $500 was too high. Yeah, it was too high because your ass was trying to pay nothing. Okay, that's why I was too high, girl. All right. Sometimes Q be in the comments on these reviews and she sound bitter to me. Ooh, embarrassing. Well, that's just that. What are the differences between closing attorney, broker, and the realtor? Great question. I think the closing attorney is just there to facilitate, signing of documents and explaining the documents. But I ain't in real estate, girl. This is just me capturing stuff from watching it. The luxury is key, could tell you, girl. But I think a brokerage, you could actually own your own firm, right? And have agents underneath you. Whereas with a realtor, you could just, start listing properties and kind of like sell stuff, from my understanding. I need for the Georgia Real Estate Commission to chime in. Can we really transfer contracts from one broker to another? You can't do that. You can transfer listings, but not contracts, right? Is that right? Is that what you're saying? Ooh, girl, this is messy. A fight happened at the reunion? At the dinner? But the cast agreed not to, Okay, so hey, Jamie, Q went live on YouTube and implied that a fight happened at the dinner, but the cast agreed not to talk about it unless maybe on the reunion. Okay, closing attorney handles the legalities of the closing. Girl, that's interesting. Somebody did get in a fight. I just feel like if they really got in a fight, y'all, correct me, Q would not have still been sitting in her same seat. Kyra would not have been where she was sitting as well. Stuff would have been knocked over. So I feel like the fight was just them arguing back and forth. And maybe when Robin hit her friend, her quote unquote bestie. That's what I'm thinking. Because I'm like, stuff would have looked more tore up than what it was if it was an actual fight. Yes, Jamie, the broker holds the real estate agent's license. An agent can't work without a broker. And if I want to bring a man all up and through here, I'll bring a man all up and through here, okay? Period. Period. This is my set, not yours. I agree. She's selling $1 million homes, though. How are you needing someone else help but being cheap? Dang, guys. The broker that the agent is signed. This is luxury is key, y'all. Metro Atlanta Realtor. So she might even have some classes or something that y'all probably can go and check out and follow her on IG and stuff and her YouTube page. Because I'm sure she answering a ton of questions over there. So just obviously she's okay with answering questions now, but just the FYI, in case you guys wanted questions after this. The broker that the agent is signed to can only release contracts, listing or buyer contracts to be transferred to another broker. Remember, the broker owns the contract. I'm gonna read that again. Hold on. Okay. So her other agency owned her contracts or her listings. So if she would have transferred them over to Robin, they would have been in her custody. So she would have owned them. And I just feel like if that's the case, I just feel like, I'm sorry. I just feel like you should want to pay your friends something. And that price probably was negotiable. Come on now. First she said it was 26 listings, right? Then she went back this episode and said it was 29 listings. First of all, which one was it? Was it 26 or 29? Q, some in the milk ain't clean, but you cute though. It's some in the milk ain't clean, and it's giving you. Yeah, Q says she would not work with Robin because she owns all of her own businesses. This is what, so Q owns her own businesses? I don't even remember. But she ain't owned it at the time when she needed a favor. Yikes, girl. Okay. She wasn't a broker at the time. She was an agent in the process of starting a brokerage, being the broker. Gotcha. So she was transitioning at that time. And now she does own her own businesses. Okay, so that's what Bondi's saying. Okay. Because she owns her own businesses. Gotcha. Girl, this was a messy mess. Oh, that sounds good. I'm cooking shrimp, sauteed spinach, and rice. Well, I'm not cooking, but my man is. When he get back to the house, girl, he gonna have some chicken, we're gonna have some rice, and some Brussels sprouts. But we're gonna do the Brussels sprouts in the air fryer. This is gonna be my first time, so pray he do a good job, okay? She wasn't a broker at the time. I think I read that one. The question I have is, was $500... Was it $500 got all contracts per Robin's words, or $500 for each contract? I think it was each. So that would have been what was it, 13,000? I don't know. It depends, because then she also said she had 29 of them versus 26. But either way, they was gonna be in Robin's possession. So if they would have sold or something like that, what money would she have gotten if she wouldn't have charged her nothing? I just don't think that makes sense as a broker. If you're gonna and then I'm gonna want to show revenue for my company, right? For that month or whatever, I'm gonna show that I made some money. So yeah, girl, I'm gonna charge you an administrative fee or something. You're not gonna just sit your shit over here and think it's gonna sell, and I'm not gonna make a dime. I love you, but I got people that I gotta feed too. While you over here talking about something, I gotta feed I gotta take care of my mom. I take care of my sister, or whatever else it is you take care of. Robin got people she gotta take care of too. So yeah, you would have had to pay me, honey. Sorry. Girl, not y'all asking for plates, honey. Candace, girl, they say they want to play. Okay, I'm cooking baked potatoes, baked chicken, and kale. Oh, that sounds good. On this good Sunday, y'all better be in the kitchen whipping. I have my own business. I'll negotiate and give my friends a discount at times, but I still have to make my money and eat too. Take it or don't. I agree, Jocelyn. All day long. And when you really support your friends, like, you're going to want to pay them something. Especially, I ain't going to say when you want to support them, but when you really value what it is that they do. Especially with her being in the same industry as her friend Robin, you know how this goes, you know how this works. And you're on your way to being exactly what it is Robin is at that moment. So you have to understand that. It is what it is. So is it more lucrative to be a broker for an agent? I think so. My personal opinion, I think Luxury is Key would know for sure, but I think it probably would be more lucrative because you have agents underneath you. So when you have agents underneath you, then you're going to likely get a cut of what it is that they do. And then that's going to be bringing money in. But also, because we watched Selling Tampa, and Sherelle was a broker. So she was getting a percentage off of all the work that those ladies did. And then she also went out and pitched and worked on her own deals and brought them back in. So absolutely it's more lucrative. I don't know how long you should actually be an agent before you consider going off to being a broker. Maybe a year or two, possibly, so you can get that experience and see what that feel is like. And if you get with a really good broker, maybe you will know, like, oh, snap. Hey, I can do this too. I learned a lot from them. Luxury is Key says 26 or 29 contracts with the average of sales price of $375K in Atlanta with $200K plus in commissions. $13K is nothing. $200K? Girl, I may have to come over there with you, girl, and sell me some homes, honey, in my downtime. Girl, that's a lot of money. So hold on. Is that like the average price per contract? or you're grouping it together? Because it sounds like it's per contract with the average sales price of $375,000. Yeah, so then that would be each listing. That's $375,000. So then her commission that she'll get back is 200. It's 200K plus commissions, or are you grouping that together? Because what I'm thinking is if she sold 1 or 2 properties that whole year, she's straight as far as like how, I don't know what her cost of living expenses are, but it sounds like she probably would be straight, taking care of her home and stuff, and then turning around and having money in savings for whatever like that, and then still working on those other deals. Okay, so you must be an agent for 3 years to get your broker's license. Okay. Girl, that's a lot of, ooh. Yeah, it sounds like you might want to hit her up, honey. Girl, I love when she be coming in on Sundays and dropping the knowledge, honey. Okay, 10K per contract, gotcha. So they probably would have roughly been about, what, 200K if all of them would have, like, sold. That's still a good commission, I think. And the higher the home, you know, the more millions attached to the home, then the more you get in that commission. I think that's dope. You know what deals I think would be like everything to work on, but I feel like it's so different. It's much different. Number one, commercial real estate. It's so much money in that one. But like I feel like it's like those developer deals. I could be wrong, but like when people are like trying to like build a new neighborhood or something like that, and you get attached to that to where you're able to sell a few homes in that neighborhood, I think those are some good deals. 3%, just 3% of 375,000 is 11K. Woo, girl, yeah, that wasn't nothing. That wasn't nothing. Not that 13,000. You're right. That 13,000 was nothing. She could have paid that. She didn't want to. Girl, I can't wait till that's why I want to get to the meat of it. I want to get to the meat of it. Luxury is key. Can you drop your Instagram and your social media info, please, in the chat so I can put it up here for the people that may come back and watch the playback and want to, you know, just have your information, please. Thank you, if you don't mind. Commercial properties are such a different ballgame. Developer deals are jackpot. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what it is that I'm saying? And it's hard when it comes to like negotiating and like talking to them, because a lot of times when you're working on commercial properties, you're like, well, on the rental side, because I've worked in like on the rental side, you really got to develop like a relationship with like the CFOs, the CEOs and stuff like that. But sometimes it's just scheduling a meeting, getting on their calendar, maybe taking them out to eat, doing some other kind of stuff like that. But okay, so here we go right here. Tiana Lawson. So it's right here, guys, for those of you guys that want to follow her. I believe it may be this on all platforms. So make sure you go and check her out. All right. Especially if you're looking for a home or if you may have some questions. Thank you. Thank you, Kiana. I appreciate it. What Bondi said, Q kept talking about how she has agents, and if she wants to do something, it will be with her agents, not Robin. I was like, well, damn. Well, then why come to the meeting? You could have just called this woman on the phone then and had a side conversation about how she was treating you. Why do that? You're welcome. You're welcome, Kiana. Thank you for coming in the chat and schooling us. Because I promise you, we get a real estate lesson every week, and I'd be excited about it. I'd be excited about learning that. That's what's up. Yeah, she's a stunner. She is a stunner. I don't know about her too much. We gonna see. My cousin does commercial property in New Jersey. She makes good money. I believe it. The brokers I worked with, they was making bank. bank. You hear me? Girl, now that I think about it, girl, the bonuses they was giving me was trash in comparison to everything they were making. Oh, well. I'm talking about $1 million deals back to back. Just followed you. Okay, Kate says she just followed you, Kiana. She says she may have to contact you because her husband and her have been considering moving to Georgia. And she says they have a lot of family here. Okay, cool. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I thank you guys so much for being in the chat and engaging with myself and Kiana with Luxury is Key, Metro Atlanta Realtor. So I appreciate you all. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off because I need to watch some other content. Oh yeah, y'all. Let me know. I think Portia's show is no longer on, and I've been thinking about this. Since like Friday, I think I'm gonna probably come to you guys on Monday night with the This Is Messy around the same time we typically would do the Portia show. So I'm thinking that's what we're gonna do, and maybe read through these tweets and text messages and stuff, and maybe have you guys call in with your thoughts or whatnot if you like to do that. So I'm thinking about that. Okay. So hopefully we can make that happen. But all in all, please be sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Please also be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that either. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.